Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rrtb Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A, and we're going to do those weekend picks for the weekend of 4/3/21. Let's get into it. Thank you for your time and support. If you're a boxing junkie, go ahead and like the video, thumbs up, support your show. It's your show. I'm just the host. Let's get into it. The Caesars Palace of Dubois. The card headlined by Jamal Herring and Carl Frampton. There's a few fights on here I'm interested, and there's one fight on here I'm interested in a lot, only cause I just want to see the guy lose. I guess I'm a hater. I'm a hater just for Donnie Netties. I know the dude could box. I know he's a semi-legend. But I'm hoping Pablo Carrello could upset him, defeat him. 42-1-5. Donnie Netties fighting the guy I never heard of, Pablo Carrello. I have nothing about him. I felt Donnie Netties lost his last two fights. Okay, maybe not his last two fights. Yeah. I thought he lost. I had him losing against Austin Paletsy, and I had him losing against Ioka. So I'm hoping the boxing history catches up to him and he gets upsetted. But hey, that's just me being a junkie of boxing myself. So nothing I don't think he's going to lose, but I hope he does. It'd be nice to watch. A nice little, like I said, right here on the channel, you know, I love upsets. I love the little aftershocks, the ripples in the water that it caused through the whole world of boxing. So definitely down for that one. But as far as the real fights I'm interested in, I'm definitely interested in Keyshawn Davis's second fight. I like that about ESPN Plus app and the Zone app. Like the cards overseas, the UK cards, the Ireland cards, they know their prospects. They know their first guys' fights, second guys' fights. For a long time over here in the States, we couldn't really watch our prospects. Not at all. I mean, you know, our best thing was probably seeing them on the new generation on Showbox. But now with the apps, we could see fighters like Keyshawn Davis' whole career, not just when they're like 10-0. So him coming in at 1-0, taking on the Richmond Ashley at 10-1. You know, that guy has 11 pro fights to Keyshawn's 1. Definitely want to check that out. And then we're going into the title bouts. This card has a lot of titles. Some people call them trinket belts, bullshit belts. Hey, I'm a junkie just like you. That's why you're here on the Boxing Rehab, the Rrtb Boxing Show. You know, we cover that 1 through 15. We talk about the belts, and those belts we talk about are on this card. We're gonna start with I don't know the guy, but at 2-0, Turkish Bay Kulakmit taking on Hebert Rondu. I know this guy just because I was talking Ted Cheeseman, like, where does Ted Cheeseman go after this? And I was thinking, like, hey, maybe he'll fight this Venezuelan guy Hebert Rondu. So I'm expecting the Turkish Bay to defeat this undefeated guy. Herbert is like number 14 by the WBA. He's at the bottom of the list in the rankings with that 20-0 ranking. But he's going for that international super welterweight title. So those belts are always good, considering this guy Kulakmet, he fights out of, I believe I know a lot of these fighters, they train with Garcia and Joel Diaz. I'm trying to see, where is this guy out of? And you know, I know he's in the States, and considering that the 154 is controlled by Charlo, you get the international belt. You really don't gotta travel far to fight the champion. You're already there. You're within the rules of the organization body. So that is in that place. But this, according to Boxer, his residence is in Kazakhstan still. But I'm gonna go with him to defeat Herbert Rondo and become the new WBC International Super Welterweight. On the list now, the main fights. There's, like I said, I'm talking the card just because I'm a boxing junkie. I talk that talk. But the two main fights on this card, I'm pretty sure a majority of the fans are like going to be checking out, are the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight title. Now, remember, right here on the Rrtb Boxing Show, your host, Mr.A, the host of your show, I always tell you my favorite belt of all is the Intercontinental. You get this belt, it's basically saying you're in, you have the champion in your radar. You know, you can travel the world and you can hunt them down. That's what the Intercontinental belt means. You can travel across the bodies of water to any continent in the world and look for this champ, hunt him down, and beat his ass. So whoever wins this WBO Intercontinental title, they can travel the world and hunt down the champ. Now you got Tyrone McKinney and Zankush Turarov. I'm gonna go with I'm going with a knockout on this one. I am going with a serious knockout because I just think these guys, they swing and they can be caught in the middle of the punch. And you know, when you're swinging and get caught in the middle of that punch, in between your punch, that's the dangerous one. Now, like I said, these guys are a clean mirror of each other. 5'9", 6'1", orthodox southpaw. The southpaw in the height goes to Tyrone. 21, 2 losses, 1 draw, 6 KOs. 6 KOs out of 24 fights. Then you have 24 fights undefeated with 17 KOs. So you kind of think where I get this knockout might be coming from. I get it, competition, knockouts change, but I think Tyrone leaves himself open during exchanges. Davis was able to get some shots on him. Now, I was surprised how Tyrone handled Mamoon, but I think Turarov will put the pressure on him behind a jab and work the body. And if Tyrone wants to bang, he's going to get caught in between exchanges. Like I said, I got a Zankush Turarov by knockout and becoming the WBO Intercontinental Champion. That is what I got. Are these guys, is this a... Let's see exactly what these guys are fighting. What are these rankings? The WBO Super Lightweight. Where are these guys at? Let's see. This is the Rrtb Boxing Show. Your show. I'm just the host. Thank you for that time and support. Super Lightweight. Tyrone McKinney. Anyone up here? So the winner of this fight will enter the rankings. They got the Intercontinental. They're gonna, don't be surprised. Like I said, that belt gets you. You're definitely gonna get a championship title shot if you hold on to that belt. So going on to the main event itself, Jamel Herring taking on Carl Frampton. For the longest time, I thought this would be an easy fight for Herring. You know, just a body stab, jab, back foot, keep the distance. Even though I picked Herring to lose his last fight against the Puerto Rican. I thought that dude had the style that's just styles make fights. Rugged, raw, pressure. And somewhere in the fight, Herring's going to give you 2 rounds. He's going to gas out for about a round and a half, maybe 2 rounds. Somewhere in the fight, it's usually around anywhere 7 or 8 round. That's going to be your opportunity to jump on Herring. It happens like clockwork. And I'm kind of iffy because I don't know. Heron, he had his time to recover. People want to say, oh, it was the COVID, too much training camps, off and on. Like I said, I already picked Heron to lose that fight before the whole COVID thing. I just thought it's a bad matchup, it's a bad style. And I only see Frampton lose by the people who take it to him. Leo takes it to him. Warrington takes it to him. Harrington don't fight like that. And if he does, he's going to gas himself out and fall right into what I tell you about. He has a moment where he would just gas tank dies. But as far as styles make fight, I just think the body stab jab is going to be key here. Even though Frampton does have it to, Frampton's going to have to get inside with those arms and those legs and knock him out. I think he can knock out Heron. Oh man, like I said, do I want to go with my first gut pick? Like last year, like I said, I thought it was an easy fight for Heron. Even though I like Carl Frampton, I just, with the distance, educated jab, and a body stab jab, I'm going to go with my first pick, even though I'm not liking it. I want Frampton. You know, I want to see him go out. I like Heron, but I'm going to go with my gut on this one, my first pick. I'm going to rock with Heron, but I'm not confident on that at all. Not confident on that at all. But I'm going with Heron. Now, moving on to that DAZN card, we have MJ headlining the card. He gets his country card, and that's how you do it, man. I believe he's some type of soldier for his card, right? Or he's some type of soldier for his country. So, who exactly is on that card? MJ taking on Iwasa. It's a lot of Uzbekistan. Now, if you follow the show, you know I am heavily following one Uzbekistan fighter, and that's the Punisher, Quattrilo. I've been following him since I started the show, and there ain't nowhere else you heard anyone say that guy is going to come and upset Spence. I've been saying it for 2 years now, and it's coming closer. Out of nowhere, he entered IBF Eliminators, he won them all, and now he's the mandatory. And this is all before I said, hey guys, watch out for this guy named, back then he was named, I think this something Assassin, but he changed his name to the Punisher. So we're still rocking with him. Don't want to talk too much about because he's not on this card, but he is Uzbekistan. So his countrymen, his fellow men. I'm going all A side on this card. Israel Madrimov, staying busy, 10-round fight, #1 for the WBA. He shouldn't have a problem with Imani. I seen Imani, he moves well, but he throws pretty slow, so he should be able to whatever he throws, it should recoil you back slow, and he should get countered. So I'm expecting a knockout on that. The main fight I want to see, and it's just for entertainment value, I want to see Wonder Boy. Shakaran Gigiashov, I like him. He's a borderline between cocky and confident. He fights well, but like I said, borderline between cocky and confident. He always going to give you a chance to knock him out. He just wants to fight. He's down to throw the punches. So, like I said, I'm going with the A side on this whole card. But the main fight I want to see, even though it's not a main event, is the 10-round Shakaran Giashov, the Wonder Boy, taking on Patricio Lopez Marino. Don't know who that is. But like I said, I won't be surprised if he cracks the Wonder Boy, because the way that dude fights is what I like about him. He does have the skills, but he's sometimes colored outside the line just to make a fucking mess. Just for the fuck of it. Let's see what the Wonder Boy does, but I am picking him by knockout. Going on to the main event, MJ Akhmadaliev taking on Ryusuke Isawa. I'm not expecting Isawa to do anything. He's going to try and bring pressure, but just with that Japanese mixed European style, I'm not expecting too much like just the up and down movement, I should say. Straight up reaching for with the straight punches. I think MJ is just going to dance around him, pick him off with 1-2s, and win a pretty easy, convincing bout. I'm going MJ, unanimous decision. And that is that card. So let's see what I do. Thank you for your time and support. This is the RrTb Boxing Show. Those are the picks for the weekend of April 3rd. Right here on the RrTb Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support.